Hello, thank you for taking the time to watch this tutorial and learn more about pwNewsletter. This smart tool can help you increase productivity and revenue by email marketing to your existing patients. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to upload and update contacts in pwNewsletter, how to create a campaign through the PW portal, using default campaign templates and how to edit them, creating brand new templates, and tracking analytics and the success of campaigns in the activity module. Let's get started. Your email contacts will come from your patient list and all the email addresses that you have entered in their patient information. To add a patient email address, make sure that the patient is selected and then click on the Family module. Now double left click in the Patient Information section. When you collect email addresses for your patients, you can enter it here. This field is also linked to the online forms, so if your patients are completing their forms online, the email address will import for you. Now that your pwNewsletter account has already been set up by one of our support specialists, to get started, you must first upload your patient contacts. To upload your patient contacts, just click on the pwNewsletter button on the main toolbar of PracticeWeb. This will bring up the pwNewsletter app. You have the choice to upload any contacts in your database that have the active patient status. You can also choose to have non-patient guarantors. For example, if you have a pedo practice and you want the parents to get the email. Next, click on Create Email Contact List. You'll get a prompt letting you know that you're about to import all of your contacts. Don't worry about collecting all your patient emails first. Just start with what you have, and you can always update your contact list using the same button later. If you want to ensure that you're effectively marketing, I would recommend uploading your new contact list at least once a month, so any new patients are included in your email campaigns. Now it's time to create a campaign. Your campaign is your email newsletter. You can use mass emails to help you contact your patients about important news about your office and soft market about any new services or products you offer. When you click on the Create Campaign button, it should automatically log you into the pwNewsletter portal. If you see the login screen, you can enter your username and password and check the Remember Login. And the next time you want to create an email campaign, it'll automatically bring you here. Let's take a quick tour of what you'll use in pwNewsletter portal. Your application menu is on the left. On the initial home screen of pwNewsletter, you can upload contacts, create and send campaigns, set up domains for websites, and email addresses with a single click. PracticeWeb has simplified the process of uploading the contacts by allowing you to do that right from within PracticeWeb. So we recommend that you do not use this upload feature in the portal. Instead, add their email address in PracticeWeb patient info, as I showed you earlier. From this tab, you can also keep track of how many new contacts you're adding to make sure your list of contacts is growing. The Campaigns tab allows you to create mass emails and send them to specific lists of patients. We'll talk more about this feature in a few minutes. The next tab I would like to show you is in the Templates. You can easily access the template library from your home screen, or you can click on the Templates option from the menu. We have provided you with a few templates that you can start using right away, or you can click the Create button in the upper right to create any templates of your own. We'll go into more detail on customizing templates in just a moment. The next tab is the Activity tab. Here, you can view your campaign results and see which of your marketing campaigns were effective compared to others that were not. We'll also discuss more about analytics a bit later. The other tabs for forms, automations, and landing pages are for advanced use and will be covered in another tutorial later. Now that you've had a tour of the pwNewsletter application, let's create our campaign. Let's discuss editing existing templates. From the pwNewsletter home screen, click on Send Campaign. Now click on Create Campaign in the upper right corner. Depending on the purpose of the campaign, you can send it to contacts from different lists that you have organized. For this example, we're going to send this to all contacts.
If you're sending a campaign for the first time, or to access our pre-existing templates, simply click on Templates and choose the template you'd like to start with. You can click on the Gallery tab to access templates that have already been provided for you. When you hover over an existing template, it'll bring up a menu that will allow you to preview the email before selecting a specific template. If you're sure about the template you would like to use, you can just click on Select. But if you would like to choose the email template but make some small changes before sending it, you can click on Select and Edit.
Now you're looking at the template editor. Here, you can change the name of the campaign so you can easily recognize it when reviewing analytics. Just click the title to edit. If you wanted to keep the existing image, but you just wanted to update the content, you can single left click in the text section of the email, and you can now start updating your text content. When you click the X at the end of the editing toolbar, it'll automatically save any changes that you have made. Once you're done making any desired changes, click on Return in the upper left corner. Sometimes you may not get the chance to complete and send an email without interruptions. At the bottom of the campaign screen, you can click on Save as Draft. This will allow you to close the pwNewsletter and work with your patients or perform other necessary office tasks, and then come back to finish your campaign later. When you're ready to come back and finish editing, you can click on pwNewsletter, Create Campaign, and then on the Campaigns tab, click Draft. Now you can continue working. To continue editing the email template, hover over the template and click on Edit. You want to make sure you have a clear and friendly subject line, and try to avoid any words that could be considered spam, like free offer, call now, today only. This is only a few, but keep your subject line simple and to the point. You can also change the from name if you want to show that it's coming directly from your dental office instead of the doctor directly. If you would like to receive any replies to a specific email address, like to your office manager or receptionist, you can enter that email here. You can also add attachments to this email, like coupons, or even forms you would like your patients to complete before their visit. If you want to see what your patient may see, you can send yourself a test email to make sure you're happy with how it looks. If you would like to use the PW newsletters as soft marketing, it is recommended that you track your opens and clicks. An example of how this information is beneficial is if you're sending an email about a new tooth whitening kit you're offering. If you view the analytics for this campaign and notice that one of your patients opened the email 10 times, you'll know that patient is really interested in your new whitening product. So you can call them directly and provide them with more information and possibly sell a kit now rather than waiting for their next appointment. When you're ready, go ahead and click on Send Campaign. From the PW Newsletter home screen, click on Create Template. Again, My Templates tab is where you can find any templates that you create for your office. If you click on Gallery, you'll see pre-existing templates that PracticeWeb has provided for you. For this part of the tutorial, we're going to create a new email template. When you click on the Create button, it will give you the option to create email or HTML. HTML is for advanced users, so most offices will just select email. This will bring up your email editor. If this template is a template that you'll reuse, make it clear in the template title. For this example, we're going to call this Monthly Newsletter, because this will be a template that my office will use regularly for general information, letting my patients know about new services and important health benefits of dentistry. Since the provided graphic doesn't meet the needs of my office, when I hover over the graphic in the upper right, I'll see the choice to remove. Now I can add in my own image. Hold the left button down on the image box on the right side of the template editor, and now you can drag the image box anywhere you want on the email. Notice that when you drag the image box to your template, available positions will show in red. Now drop the image. You can click on the image box to upload your image. You can drag and drop from a window screen, or you can click the upload button. One cool aspect about this template editor is that once you save an image, it is stored in your PW newsletter library, so you can use this image on any other templates or emails you want. I'm going to go ahead and add other images I plan on using for this email later. Now that my image is uploaded, I'm going to select that image. It's now placed on my email. If you would like to change the size of the image, or if you would like to create a background color to give the newsletter some more visual interest, you can click on the image and it'll bring up your editing toolbar. You can drag the bar to change the size of the overall image. If you want your image to be a hyperlink, for example, if this is a picture of your office and you want it to take the patient to your website when they click on it, you can click on the chain link symbol and then just paste your link. If you want to add color to your newsletter to make it more interesting, you can click on the row box and select your color. The palette on the right will allow you to customize your colors. Just click on Choose once you find a color you're happy with. If you would like the color to surround the image, then adjust your padding. There's no real specifications here. Just work with it until you find the settings that create the visual appeal your office is looking for. You can add more text boxes to your email. So if you have multiple subjects in your newsletter, you can even separate the subjects so your patients know that it's two different articles. If you would like to change the font style, you can click Styles in the upper right.
In the drop-down, you'll see the different font options that you have, and you can even change the color. You can also change the colors of individual statements, like an article's heading, by highlighting that portion and then clicking on the color palette next to the letter A. For this newsletter, I'm going to start with information on how important it is to keep your regular dental checkups, with some special pricing. Since I have now provided my patients with valuable information on keeping their regular checkups, the next section will be a call to action. We want our clients to call us to schedule, so we're going to give them an incentive to call. So as you can see, I'm just going to make a few more edits. And now I'm done.
One thing to note is that all changes you make are saved in real time. So now I can just go back to my templates, and you can see the template I made stored automatically to my templates library. You can also make templates for sending emails to patients about their insurance benefits expiring before the end of the year. You can also send information to your patients about new office hours or safety procedures you're taking for your office. The possibilities are endless with email marketing. For pwNewsletters to work as an effective marketing tool, it's important that you check the Activity tab periodically after sending an email campaign. The first screen you see when you click on the Activity tab will show you a graph of all the patients or contacts and how they have interacted with your campaign. If you look at the bottom of the graph, you can see the details by number. Delivered means that the email was sent, but the contact didn't open it yet. Opened means that the contact received and opened the email. Hopefully they also read it. Clicked means that the contact interacted with your email. For example, if you had a link to buy a tooth whitening kit from your website. Contacts that click on links are really interested in your product or service. Unsubscribed is if a patient clicks on the unsubscribed link. Bounced means that the patient or contact's email address is no longer active. If you would like to see the details of the contacts included in the numbers at the bottom of your activity screen, click on the Campaigns tab at the top. On the Campaigns tab, you can see all the emails that you have sent to your patients, and you can see the number of opens, clicks, and bounced for each email. Click on the link for the email campaign you would like to follow up on. The next screen will give you a graph like the initial activity screen. But these numbers apply to this email campaign only. If you continue to scroll down the page, you can see the email logs. You can click on filters to make sure that only the patients you would like to call show up in this list. Now, click on Export. You can click on Export History to download this spreadsheet and use it to help you follow up with your patients. The clicked emails will be the first you want to follow up with because these would be the patients that engaged with your email. They'll be the most likely to take your call and either schedule an appointment or come in to buy a new dental care product you offer. The next that you will want to follow up with is the opened list. The more times a patient has opened your email, the more interested they are. Maybe they're just too busy and didn't get the chance to read the email in one sitting. Those patients appreciate the phone call, and you can share the information with them personally. If you have any bounced emails, you can make a note to call those patients and try to get an updated email address from them. If you can get a new email address, go ahead and update it in Practice Web. Once you have updated the email addresses, you can click on pwNewsletter and then click on Refresh Email Contact List. We do recommend that you update and refresh your email contact list at least once a month. That way, any new patients that are added to your patient list are included in your email campaigns. Now that our email list is refreshed, you're ready to send out your next email campaign. You can use pwNewsletters to send emails to patients with outstanding treatment plans, to notify patients of expiring insurance benefits, and so much more. This concludes our tutorial on how to use pwNewsletters to maximize the productivity and revenue of your practice. If you have any questions, please call our support team at 800-845-9379, option 2, or you can send an email to support@practice-web.com.